procedure before hiring a foreign employee, Part 1.
The employment of a foreign worker is subject to the respect of certain formalities varying according to the nationality and place of residence of the foreign national. In certain cases, the foreign employee must hold a permit authorizing him to exercise a paid activity. In France, failing this, the employer is liable to criminal sanctions, fine and prison. In this first part, we will check in which cases a work permit is not mandatory, who is concerned by the obligation to hold an authorization of work. My future employee presented me with his work permit. Is that enough to be able to hire him? So 1. In which cases a work permit is not mandatory? The cases in which an authorization is not required to hire an employee of foreign nationality are as follows. The future employee is either national of a European Economic Area country, or student admitted staying in another EU member state under certain cumulative conditions, or researcher admitted staying in another EU member state, or national of the Principality of San Marino, Monaco, or Swiss Confederation. Exemption also granted to the spouse and children of the couple in case of long-term mobility. 2. Who is considered by the obligation to hold an authorization of work? Regardless of the type of employment contract, hiring a non-European foreigner in France is possible if he holds a valid work permit for the job he is going to occupy. Non-European nationals cannot obtain a first work permit for contracts aimed at promoting employment, apprenticeship, professionalization contract, and so on. 3. My future employee presented me with his work permit. Is that enough to be able to hire him? Before any hiring, it is necessary to publish a job offer for 3 weeks via Pôle emploi, France Travail. Then, obtaining a copy of the employee's residence permit authorizing him to work is only a prerequisite. Once the employer is in possession of the documents, he must check the validity date, any limitations to the freedom to work, in terms of maximum working hours, for example. Then, the employer has the obligation at least 48 hours before hiring to get the residence permit authenticated by the competent authority, in principle, the prefecture. This is an online service on the site of the prefecture of your department. Otherwise, the employer is subject to a fine of 1,500 to 15,000 euros. In a second video to be followed, we will check what to do if your future employee does not have a work permit in France, what are the financial commitments of the employers when hiring a foreign worker, what are the penalties applicable in case of concealed work, what to do in case of discovering the irregularity after hiring.